What's going on, guys? It's Eric again, back with another video. Going to talk about the Lions today. 26-23 over the Texans. Today is Wednesday, of all things. Wednesday, the 14th of November, 2024, and the game was on Sunday night. I went to bed right at the beginning of the fourth quarter. It was because the Detroit Lions just played like dog turds. Interceptions, actually interceptions on both sides of the ball, on the Texans and on the Lions. The defense really helped keep this game in check for the Lions. Even have any sort of way to come back. The defense kind of stepped up and did their part. Now they had to work with a short field at times, and sometimes they just kind of broke. The defense broke, and the Texans ended up scoring, but to no avail for the offense kind of giving the ball right back. I thought that Jared Goff tried to do too much. I thought the offensive line didn't play well at all. Any of the people on the offensive line didn't really play well. It wasn't because of Dan Skipper there either, kind of being in there for Taylor Decker. That was not the case. It was Jared Goff. Jared Goff did not have a good game. Did not have a good game. 5 interceptions, and they still ended up winning the game. Bates is the MVP here for bailing the team out. Kind of a game you kind of want to just kind of crumple up the tape and just throw it away. Just don't even show it. But the Lions will probably show it and say, "Look, guys, we can't be playing like this if our goal is to go to win the NFL and go to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl. We can't play like this, or else we'll kind of be right back to being the Lions of the Lions of yesterday. Let's put it that way, where they couldn't really get out of their own way. Kind of looked like that. Yesterday. They had the bad game last year against the Ravens, and it kind of felt like this one was kind of needed, where they're puffing their chest a little bit and not really doing all that well. I don't really think there's really a whole lot to really say in this game. The defense bailed the team out. They did bail the team out. No real run game. The pass game really wasn't working. I think at the end of halftime they only scored 7 points. Yeah, they did score 7 points. It was like 23-7 going into halftime. In the third quarter, I watched that and I was like, this is going to be a massacre. And I went to bed right at the beginning of the fourth quarter because I thought this team isn't going to come back and win. And I wake up the next day, that Monday. I look at my phone. I was like, well, I wonder how bad the bloodbath was. And they ended up winning. I'm like, what? They ended up winning the game? I had to watch the replay of the fourth quarter to try to figure out what happened. They went down. They scored a couple of touchdowns. And Bates hit them 2 field goals barely to end up winning the football game, especially on that last one, just inside the upright. So, gotta play better, fellas. Gotta play better. Again, there's not a whole lot to really talk about here, guys. That game was just something you just kind of crumple up and you kind of just throw it right in the basket, the trash bag. There probably were some good things that kind of happened there, but a couple of the interceptions by Davis that happened. But other than that, you just kind of throw the tape away and just guys, let's kind of forget this. We're going to go over a couple things we can do better. But for the most part, just throw away the tape. Usually the Detroit Lions, especially like last year, like I said, against the Ravens, they usually have one poor game where the team just doesn't play well. And I hope this was their wake-up call to be not playing well. Young guys, again, could be there puffing their chests. They've been dominant they've been dominant ever since the season started. Let's put it that way, except for that game against the Buccaneers. The team's pretty much been dominant. They've dominated both sides of the ball. The defense has been playing really well. The offense has been lights out. Usually when they get the ball, they usually go down and at least get a field goal. They usually score. But today just wasn't that day. Or Sunday night just wasn't their night. It just was. But like I said, there really isn't a whole lot to really go on here. So I'm going to leave it to this, guys. I know it's short. I know there really isn't a whole lot of analysis on here. I'm usually not an X's and O guy to kind of sit analysis person, but this one was you just throw away the tape. and you may touch on a couple things, and then you go right out there on the field and you correct the things that kind of went wrong. So anyway, guys, give this a thumbs up if you like this video. Give it a thumbs down if you do not. I'm going to quit jibber jabbering here because I feel like I'm repeating myself. Make sure you guys hit that bell notification and subscribe button so you guys get more videos just like this one. Guys, I think the next video that is going to come out, I'm going to talk about the Bears a little bit. I watched the Bears before the Lions game, and they were just atrocious. So look for that video coming up right after this one. Probably going to be, let's see, today is Wednesday. I'll probably put that out here on Friday. All right, guys, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces. Take care, guys.